He shouldn't be where he is today. Life was stacked against him, but by sheer will, determination, and perseverance, he beat the odds, and now he's thriving as a midshipman.
It's kind of been a long journey to get here.
And it hasn't been easy. Dallas Jeanty is a linebacker on the Naval Academy football team. He may only be a freshman, but he's already earned the respect of his teammates and his head coach.
I really believe he's going to go down as one of the greats of Navy football and the Naval Academy.
What do we got coming here?
That respect isn't only because of how he plays the game on the field, but how he lives his life off of it. A life that's seen more than its fair share of struggle. Jeanty grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. His mom had him at age 17, a year after she moved to the U.S. from Haiti. Jeanty's dad was never in the picture.
It was tough times growing up, definitely. Just like with a lot of home issues going on.
Those home issues eventually led to Dallas and his mother agreeing they couldn't live under the same roof. So at age 15, Dallas moved out. He was homeless.
It was a tough time, you know, just from, you don't have anywhere to stay. So there are times like, you have to sleep outside, you find a local park, just crazy things. I worked at a restaurant down in Fort Lauderdale, so there's an alley behind my job where I go sometimes, which is just convenient to get to work.
When he wasn't spending the nights in parks or alleys, Jeanty would stay at the houses of friends or Fort Lauderdale high school teammates.
You look at your surroundings and you look at what you're going through and you're thinking, life shouldn't be that hard. This isn't what life's supposed to be about.
The majority of teenagers in Jeanty's situation would give up or end up as a statistic. But during the lowest point in his young life, Jeanty found a positive way to look at the hand he was given.
It's not supposed to just be about struggle. If you're going through something, let it be to make you better. Don't just let it be your story.
So he changed his story with a little help.
I was talking to my high school coach, Coach Dunbar, and he was just talking to me about the Bergs, this family. He's like, I know his teacher, she's a really great lady, and why don't we just have you stay with her for like a day or two until we figure things out.
Jeanty, now 16, was taken in by the Berg family. Melise Berg was a teacher at Fort Lauderdale High School. Things instantly clicked from there.
It was supposed to be a day or two, but my family's pretty awesome.
Days turned into years living with his new family. A mom, dad, 2 sisters, and a brother. With that stable environment intact, Dallas was starring on his high school football team and catching the eyes of major college scouts. He narrowed his numerous scholarship offers down to Navy and the University of Wisconsin. He chose Wisconsin.
I had already been committed to Wisconsin for a long time. Went to Madison for about a year and a half, I believe, 3 semesters. Decided to transfer and made my journey over here, and haven't looked back since.
That's what it's all about for Dallas Jeanty, the journey.
Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it.
He's done a lot with that 90%.
For him to be able to come up from that and then get here, and he's as positive as he is. He's one of the most positive kids on the team. So he's an inspiration, and you can definitely use him as inspiration at any time in your life, really. His smile is just it's infectious.
Obviously, he's a special young man. To have to endure what he endured, to make it through all of that, and the tough, upbringing that he had, and to endure all of that and to go through it, to now be at the Naval Academy, it's amazing.
Your cards are your cards. Whether you've been dealt those cards, whether you earn those cards, everyone has a story, everyone has something that they're going through, and that stands true. I just want to do everything I can, to kind of leave the world better than I found it, which is, I'm one person, but I'm gonna try.